In the middle of the icy ocean, where the swirling currents never stop moving, there exists a kind of fish that has earned admiration from people all around the world for its extraordinary journey of survival: the salmon. A small creature, yet it carries within itself an unimaginable strength and endurance. Every year, millions of salmon leave the deep sea, traveling thousands of miles, swimming against fierce currents, leaping over rapids and waterfalls, all to return to the very place where they were born, the place where every journey began. In nature, the migration of salmon can stretch for thousands of kilometers, or about thousands of miles, from the cold ocean to inland rivers. The sudden change in habitat, from salt water to fresh water, requires the salmon's body to perfectly adapt in terms of both physiology and metabolism. This is also why this species has become a special subject of research in biological navigation and environmental memory. Today, the demand for salmon is rapidly increasing, especially in Europe, North America, and Asia. To meet this growing demand, humans have developed modern industrial salmon farming systems. In these facilities, every stage of the fish's life, from eggs, fry, and juvenile fish to fully grown adults, is strictly monitored for water temperature, salinity, pH levels, and food sources. In this video, we will explore the entire process of raising, harvesting, and processing salmon, from selecting high-quality eggs at the hatchery, through incubation and nurturing in cool, oxygen-rich water, to the stages of harvesting, sorting, processing, and packaging to meet export standards. This entire process not only showcases the advanced level of modern aquaculture technology, but also demonstrates the precision in food quality control, ensuring that every slice of salmon reaching consumers is fresh, safe, and packed with nutritional value. The egg incubation stage is the crucial starting point in the entire modern salmon farming process. The goal of this stage is to ensure the highest possible fertilization and hatching rates while maintaining the best quality broodstock for the next phases of growth. The process begins with collecting eggs and milt from carefully selected parent salmon. These broodfish must meet strict standards for size, health, and reproductive capacity. Fertilization takes place in cold water, usually at a temperature between 43 and 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 6 to 10 degrees Celsius. After fertilization, the eggs are gently rinsed and placed into specialized incubation trays. Throughout the incubation period, water temperature, flow rate, and dissolved oxygen levels are strictly controlled. Even small environmental changes, such as a sudden rise in temperature or cross-contamination, can affect the survival rate of the eggs. The incubation system typically uses pure fresh water that is continuously filtered to prevent the growth of microorganisms. Salmon eggs go through several stages before hatching. Initially, the eggs are pale orange in color, containing an undeveloped embryo inside. After a few weeks, the eyes of the embryo begin to form and can be clearly seen through the transparent shell, a sign that development is progressing well. Depending on the water temperature, incubation can last anywhere from 4 to 12 weeks. At the final stage, the eggs hatch into larvae, also known as alevins. Newly hatched salmon larvae are very small, with nearly transparent bodies, and they still carry a yolk sac beneath their bellies. This sac contains natural nutrient reserves that allow them to survive for the first few weeks without external feeding. During this phase, they are kept in gently flowing water under low light conditions to minimize stress and energy loss. As the yolk sac gradually shrinks and is fully absorbed, the young fish begin to swim actively and seek out food on their own. This marks the point when they are ready to transition into the active feeding stage. The fry are then moved to nursery tanks with stronger water flow, high oxygen levels, and stable temperatures to promote muscle growth and strengthen their respiratory systems. Although the egg incubation stage represents only a small part of the entire salmon farming cycle, it plays a vital role in determining the quality and vitality of the future stock. Every factor, from the selection of brood fish and environmental conditions to incubation techniques, is standardized to ensure that each fish hatches healthy and ready to grow. After leaving the incubation stage, salmon enter the fry stage, the period when their bodies begin to develop rapidly in both structure and their ability to adapt to the aquatic environment. Once the yolk sac is fully absorbed, the fry are moved to larger rearing tanks, where water conditions and lighting are carefully controlled. At this point, they begin feeding on external food sources instead of relying on their natural nutrient reserves. The feed used consists of ultra-fine industrial pellets specially formulated for young salmon. These pellets are rich in protein, fat, minerals, and vitamins. The feeding quantity is adjusted daily according to the fry's age to ensure maximum nutrient absorption without causing excess waste. The stocking density in the tanks is calculated scientifically, allowing enough space for the fish to move freely, reducing competition and stress. In modern fish farms, the fry stage is when the application of IoT, the Internet of Things, and artificial intelligence, or AI, becomes most prominent. Rearing tanks are equipped with smart sensors capable of continuously measuring environmental parameters such as temperature, pH levels, dissolved oxygen, and concentrations of ammonia and nitrate in the water. This data is transmitted to a central control system in real time, allowing operators to respond immediately whenever unusual changes occur. At the same time, high-resolution underwater cameras are installed to monitor the fish's swimming behavior and movement speed. Any unusual signs, such as slower swimming, clustering in tank corners, or visible scratches, are automatically detected and reported by the system. Thanks to this technology, cases of disease, oxygen deficiency, or injury can be identified and treated promptly, significantly reducing mortality rates. Automated feeding technology also plays a vital role during this stage. The automatic feeders are connected to analytical software that uses data from cameras and sensors to calculate the precise amount of feed required for each tank. As the fish grow, both the pellet size and feeding frequency are automatically adjusted to match their growth rate. This mechanism virtually eliminates leftover feed, helping reduce costs and minimize water pollution. Some advanced farms even employ recirculating aquaculture systems, or RAS. This system filters and reuses water within the tanks through multiple biological, mechanical, and ultraviolet filtration layers that remove waste and bacteria. It helps maintain a clean, stable, and oxygen-rich environment. As a result, the fry grow faster, develop stronger immunity, and face a lower risk of disease. Throughout the rearing process, growth rate, weight, and population density are continuously monitored to evaluate performance. Artificial intelligence algorithms can predict average growth patterns and automatically recommend adjustments in feeding, temperature, or water flow to optimize efficiency. By integrating IoT, Sensors, AI, and recirculating water systems, the fry stage no longer relies heavily on manual experience as it once did. The fish grow more uniformly, survival rates are higher, productivity increases significantly, and production costs are optimized. This represents a major step forward, laying the foundation for the next phase of commercial farming, when salmon reach larger sizes and are moved to outdoor ponds or sea cages. When salmon reach their standard commercial size, usually between 9 to 13 pounds, or about 4 to 6 kilograms, after around 18 months of farming, the harvesting process is carried out under strict procedures to ensure both quality and food safety. Farms use automated seine nets or low-pressure water pumping systems to gather the fish, minimizing physical contact and preventing scratches or injuries. Immediately after being harvested, the fish are quickly stunned using ice-cold water or a mild electric current to reduce stress and maintain consistent meat quality. The salmon are then thoroughly rinsed with sterile cold water and placed into ice-filled containers at temperatures between 32 and 36 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 0 to 2 degrees Celsius. Maintaining the cold chain right from the moment of harvest plays a crucial role in preserving freshness and slowing down lipid oxidation in the fish's flesh. From the farm, the fish are transported in specialized refrigerated trucks to the processing plant within just a few hours. At the processing facility, intake procedures are performed according to HACCP and ISO 22000 standards. Random inspections are conducted to assess the fish's overall quality, weight, skin color, and muscle elasticity. Once they meet the required standards, the fish enter the automated processing line. The first stage involves bleeding and cleaning to remove impurities and residual blood, which helps extend shelf life. Next, skilled workers manually remove the head, fins, and tail. The entire working area is maintained at a low temperature, around 50 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 10 degrees Celsius, to prevent any rise in the product's surface temperature. After preliminary cleaning, the fish move to automated filleting machines. The blades are guided by optical sensors that detect each fish's size and shape, allowing for precise cuts along the backbone. The machine divides the fish into two symmetrical halves while removing the main bone without damaging the muscle structure. The next step involves removing pin bones and refining the fillet surface. Workers use specialized tweezers and illuminated inspection tables to locate and extract any remaining fine bones. Some processing plants also employ X-ray detection systems to ensure the fillets are completely boneless before moving on to the next stage. Once approved, the fillets are rinsed again with sterile cold water, then transferred to a rapid chilling or quick freezing line. The quick freezing process, performed at -40 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about -40 degrees Celsius, preserves the natural color, firm texture, and nutritional value of the salmon. After freezing, the products are packaged in a sterile environment, labeled with origin and processing date, and stored in cold warehouses before being exported or distributed to markets worldwide. The entire harvesting and processing process is designed as a closed-loop system, combining automation with the precise manual work of skilled technicians. Every step is carefully monitored to ensure that the salmon reaching consumers retains its ultimate freshness, safety, and high nutritional quality. After the filleting and bone removal stages are completed, the salmon move on to the product finishing area. Here, the fillets are placed on an automated conveyor belt for trimming and shaping. A laser-guided cutting system precisely removes uneven edges and forms neat, flat fillets of uniform size. Standardizing the fillet dimensions not only enhances the visual appeal, but also makes packaging and storage much more convenient later on. Once the shaping process is done, the salmon are sent to the final quality control department. At this stage, each batch of fillets is evaluated based on several criteria, including meat color, elasticity, surface moisture, fat ratio, and muscle texture. Technicians use spectrophotometers to accurately determine freshness and detect any fillets that show discoloration or signs of quality deviation. Only products that meet the highest standards are approved for packaging. The next step is vacuum packaging. This process takes place in a sealed room where the temperature is consistently maintained at 39 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 4 degrees Celsius, to limit microbial activity. Each fillet is placed into a specialized plastic bag, and all air is removed using a high-capacity vacuum machine. This method prevents oxidation, minimizes moisture loss, and extends shelf life without the need for chemical preservatives. After packaging, each product is labeled with an electronic traceability code, either a QR code or a batch number, providing complete information about processing date, farming location, safety certifications, and expiration date. This traceability system enhances transparency and consumer trust while meeting the strict import requirements of markets such as Europe, the United States, and Japan. Once labeled, the salmon are transferred to cold storage areas where temperatures are consistently maintained between 32 and 36 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 0 to 2 degrees Celsius for fresh products, and between -0.4 and -40 degrees Fahrenheit, or about -18 to -40 degrees Celsius for frozen ones. Temperature sensors and automatic alarms ensure that the cold rooms remain stable, preventing any fluctuations that could compromise product quality. Some facilities employ IQF technology, individual quick freezing, which rapidly freezes each fillet separately in a short amount of time, preserving the natural texture and color of the fish. After freezing, the products are moved to internationally certified storage warehouses before being distributed to supermarkets, restaurants, or exported overseas. The finishing, packaging, and storage stage is the final step, yet it plays a vital role in maintaining the commercial value, freshness, and nutritional quality of salmon. Every process is tightly controlled to guarantee that each product reaching consumers retains the same flavor, texture, and safety as it had the moment it was freshly processed. Salmon is among the most highly valued foods in the world of modern cuisine. With its delicate richness, tender texture, fine grain, and naturally pink-orange color, salmon is not only a staple ingredient in fine dining restaurants, but has also become a popular choice for everyday family meals. Depending on how it is prepared, salmon can offer completely different culinary experiences, from the refreshing taste of Japanese sashimi and sushi, to the rich aroma of European-style pan-seared salmon, or the light, comforting flavors of salads, hotpots, and salmon soups. Beyond its exquisite taste, salmon is considered by nutrition experts to be a true golden food for health. In every 3.5 ounces of salmon, which is about 100 grams, There are approximately 0.7 ounces of high-quality protein, or about 20 grams, along with healthy unsaturated omega-3 fatty acids such as EPA and DHA. These two nutrients play a vital role in protecting cardiovascular health, helping to lower triglycerides in the blood, reduce the buildup of arterial plaque, and stabilize blood pressure. In addition, DHA in salmon is an essential component for brain function. It helps improve memory, enhances focus, and reduces the risk of neurodegenerative disorders in older adults. For children, including salmon in their diet supports cognitive development and improves vision. Salmon is also rich in vitamin D, vitamin B12, selenium, and astaxanthin, a powerful antioxidant known for strengthening the immune system, improving skin and hair health, and slowing down the aging process. Astaxanthin is the natural pigment responsible for salmon's signature pink-orange hue and also helps protect cells from damage caused by free radicals. Thanks to its combination of exceptional nutritional value, distinctive flavor, and versatile preparation methods, salmon is regarded as one of the most iconic foods of a healthy lifestyle. It is not only a gift from nature, but also the result of advanced aquaculture technology, a reflection of the sustainable development of the global seafood industry. Salmon, one of nature's most precious gifts, offers not only refined culinary value, but also stands as a symbol of innovation and progress in modern agriculture. From the careful selection of eggs, through nurturing, harvesting, processing, and preservation, every stage is meticulously controlled, reflecting the perfect harmony between science, technology, and environmental responsibility. Today, salmon farming not only meets global food demands, but also opens new pathways for economic development in many cold water regions around the world. With advantages in climate and pure water resources, this model has become a symbol of the green economy and responsible production, an approach that aligns perfectly with the global movement towards sustainable development. And if you are someone looking for a long-term development model, one that is practical, forward-thinking, and truly valuable, then salmon farming in cold water environments is an example worth studying and learning from. It is not just a profitable industry, but also a vision of a future where humanity and nature grow together in harmony, guided by knowledge and modern technology.